Why are most people from my generation all stuck in the 90s still? I only say most here because I know that there are people that aren't stuck in the 90s and that aren't still living based on nostalgia. Yes, we can all look back on our past and say that the 90s were great and that they produced a whole bunch of really awesome shows. But why can't that be said for the 80s and the 70s? Because I'm sure our parents say the exact same thing about what we watched then and what people are watching now. And I'm not just sticking to TV here too. There are the people who insist that Pokemon stopped being good after the first generation, and that's a load of crap. Pokemon is still great now, and a lot of the TV shows that are running these days are also great as well. And we wouldn't have had that if we were all stuck in the 90s. Nostalgia is a fun thing because it lets you go back and think about all of the good things that were around back then. It also allows you to go back and look at your childhood with fond memories and just be really happy that all these good things happened to you while you were a kid. But then you're stunting yourself because you're keeping yourself rooted in the past and you're not moving forward. I don't think the people that say, I miss the 90s so much, everything sucks now, why do we have Justin Bieber? Realize that we all as people would regress if we were still in the 90s because there would be so many things that we would have missed out on. For one, the internet wasn't very popular back then and it wasn't really good. We wouldn't have YouTube, we wouldn't have any social media, we wouldn't have Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. We're better off now than we ever were before, and I just think that these people don't want to move on and live now. That's also why nostalgia is a curse, because if you only think about nostalgia and don't think about anything else, you're stuck in the past, and you can't experience anything that's happening now. We live in such a wonderful time that we're able to go back and feel all these nostalgic feelings just because of the time that we're living in now. It wouldn't be as easy as it is now to feel nostalgic with those old VCRs that we have hiding underneath our couches and those tube TVs that can barely show 4 colors. It definitely wouldn't be this easy to relive such good memories without the internet, because the internet makes it so easily accessible to be able to relive all of these memories that we had as children. Our parents didn't have that chance because the only thing that they had at their disposal were those big huge video cameras that they would use to tape us as children, and that's what they used to keep our memories alive. It's really the perfect storm because it allows us to be able to relive our memories so easily, but it also is keeping us rooted in the past. It's more than possible to feel nostalgic and be able to live in the present time. They're not mutually exclusive. Yes, the 90s were great. Yes, it's awesome to feel nostalgic about the 90s. But it's 2013. The 90s were at least 20 years ago. My generation needs to grow up and stop living in the past. It's time to move on.